Hi everyone, this is Neil Writer, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for joining me in my latest video. This is of a very interesting case of a patient who is actually a Royal Marine Commander, and they are regarded as an elite, highly trained force who are amphibious, so they have to deal with hostile land and water environments. And this particular patient was just returned from their training. They were stationed abroad, and as part of this particular training rotation, they were spending a lot more time submerged in water. And subsequently, they developed swimmer's ear. It's the first time the patient's ever had any problems with their ears, and it only occurred post-training. And when I was obtaining a history from the patient, they explained their current role, and being a Royal Marine Commander, they have to be trained with the most hostile of environments in the world. And this rotation, it sounded like a beautiful place actually, where they were undergoing their training, but it did involve spending a lot of time underwater. And so I spent a bit of time explaining to the patient what can happen if your ears are swamped with water, and how to try and prevent this from occurring, because of course going onwards as part of their training, and if they're ever stationed somewhere, they may again need to spend more time underwater. So water can affect your ears in a couple of different ways. The first thing it can do is it can macerate the skin, and this is what's happened here. So the skin cells that line the ear canal, they are epithelial skin cells, and they form the outermost layer of the skin that lines the ear canal, the epidermis layer. And these epithelial skin cells are what we call hydrophilic. They are attracted to water, and if you've got water in your ear and it's swamped in there and it's waterlogged, these skin cells will absorb as much moisture as possible, so they will overhydrate. And when the skin cells overhydrate, eventually they will burst. If you think about a water balloon, it can only take so much water before the balloon will burst, and it's the exact same with our skin cells. And when the skin overhydrates and bursts, the cell membranes rupture. They also erupt and burst, and it basically breaks down the skin layer. And this dead skin becomes very mushy, wet, just like in this patient, as you can see. I've removed the main occlusion. There was a big plug of dead skin. I've removed that, and all I'm doing now is spending a bit of time just trying to peel away this macerated layer of dead skin. Another thing that can happen if you get water in your ears, it can wash away essential moisturizing factors that are lining the skin in our ear. So earwax is made up of 3 primary ingredients. It's made up of dead skin cells, exfoliated dead skin cells. It's also made up of sebum. So sebum is a viscous, oily, fatty secretion from the sebaceous glands, which are attached to the hair follicles at the root. We also find it in our scalp, and we can find it in the ear. And the hair follicles, the hair strands in the ear, are located on the outer third. So we do get sebum in the ear as well. And also our ears secrete a less viscous, oily sweat.